Hello everyone and welcome back to $10 Million Farm series. We are currently still in March for one reason. We need to get ready because in April we can start planting corn. So we still need to go buy seed and fertilizer. And we might as well do that today, rather than wasting time tomorrow. And for that, we need the Fendt. So let's fire it up. The silage bucket might not be the best at loading the pellets, so it can stay here. And we will take the pellet forks instead. Also, I'm pretty sure we don't need the duals anymore, so first things first, they are coming off. Also, it might be a good idea to take the weight with us because the Fendt ain't the heaviest of tractors, especially when it comes to lifting anything with the front loader. I just hope that the trailer can attach to the weight. I'm going to go with wide with rear weights, because standard just looks too skinny. That's more like it. Less wide and more thick. Okay, the Fendt is all sorted out, and that means we can finally go get the seed and liquid fertilizer. But as per usual, we have a little side project that we need to do before that. And that is, we need to unload the bale and the pellets that are still on it. There we go. We now have a messy yard, but at least the flatbed trailer is empty and ready to go. And thankfully, the trailer does attach to the weight. Well, I think it's time for us to pay a visit at the farm shop, and I'll spare you the boring drive, so I'll see you there. Of course. The last turn I had to crash. Right at the end. Typical. Well, at least we are here now, so the trailer can stay here. And I need to double check if the planter really takes liquid fertilizer instead of solid. Yep, it does. So I think 2 should suffice. They are 2,000 liters each, so I'll hope it's enough. Now for the seed. Big bags seem to be the easiest to handle, so I'll buy 16 of them. It might be a bit of an overkill, but if nothing else, we at least have a decent stockpile of them. Okay, I think that's all. Oh, since we are here, might as well check on the used sales. Oh, that's a great deal. But we don't need it at the moment. Although, it wouldn't hurt to get it with a discount. Plus, it is the biggest one that we could buy, so win-win if you ask me. We will need it, so might as well buy it now. Oh, can't forget the license plate. Subscribe, if you haven't already. So, we are now down to our last $2.5 million. So it's about time we start earning some money instead of just spending it all. Well, here it is, our new used forage harvester. But more on it later. Right now, we need to load the fertilizer and the seed bags. There we go. A tiny bit of struggling later, we have everything loaded up, and I got lucky that I bought the perfect amount to fill the entire flatbed trailer. I better strap everything down so that we won't lose anything on the way. And since we now bought a forage harvester, we might as well take the ferry across the river. Oh, right. It's on the other side, so the Fent can wait here. I'll call the ferry over, and in the meantime, let's check out the forage harvester. It might be a good idea to also buy the header for it, otherwise we will need to come back with the harvester just to take it back home, and with that we would waste a bunch of time. So, yeah. Looks like there is only one correct option for it, and it's the 9-meter one. Plus, the camper ones wouldn't look right on it. So, there we have it. The whole rig that is needed for the big silage harvester. I think it is time to start this bad boy up. I'm a tad bit disappointed, considering it has 1,000 horsepower, so let's get the header attached and head over to the ferry. Now that we own the harvester, I think we have everything that we need to make silage. But a few more things would make it a tad bit easier. For instance, a wheel loader would speed up the compacting of the silo, and a bigger trailer for the John Deere, or even for the JCB, would also be nice. But luckily, we still have a whole 5 months before we will harvest, so we have plenty of time to dream about. There we go, everything is now loaded on the ferry, so I'll see you on the other side. Again. First off, the Fent, and to be honest, I'm a tad bit skeptical if it will manage to pull the trailer up the hill. It sure isn't happy, and 160 horsepower is a bit too little, so we might need to replace it, or we can have it only for cow work and we figure out something else for this. Yeah, we will need to do something about it. More on that later. I think we will start with the wedge field first, since it will take the longest to do. At least I'm guessing. Next up, the Krone, and it can go to the BGA since we don't have any shed big enough to fit it in. Oh, why did I think there was a shed at the BGA? I have no idea. But there isn't one, so do we have enough space to build one at least? Right here seems to be a nice spot. I just hope there is a small enough shed to fit in that spot and a big enough to fit the forager in. Now this one is too big. Looks like we only have one option, and it is this one. I just need to make sure I squeeze it as far in the corner as I possibly can. And there we have it. And we need to repaint the floor with asphalt again. But which asphalt is it? Nope. Nope. Here it is. Why is it restricting it? No idea. Luckily, I have Paint Anywhere turned on. So, there we go. Much better. Oh shoot. I painted the grass with asphalt. Now which grass is this? No. 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 Also no. Oh, here it is. Or at least I hope it is. Is it? Okay, a bit of impersonating Bob Ross later. Let's park the forager and go to sleep. Although we should refill the dairy production with milk. That's a job for the fast track. The mixer wagon can stay here and we need the tanker. So, how much milk have the cows produced? Almost a full tanker load, from 12 cows nonetheless. That should make the production happy for a while at least. And I can finally go to sleep, and then we can start the long-awaited planting of the corn. 6:30 should be fine. See you then. Good morning, everyone! It is finally time, and of course it is raining. That means we have a bit of time to kill, so let's get rid of the Christmas decorations, since it is the end of January. Actually, I have a question. When is it time to take down the Christmas decorations? I, personally, usually take them down at the end of the second week of January. But I'm curious, when do you take them down? I'm actually going to leave the top Christmas tree.
One eternity later.
Well, how long will the rain be going on for? Oh, it should stop any minute now. So, might as well get going with the planter. The John Deere is eager to be working again, and we put duals on it in the last episode. So let's see if they make any difference. I sure am happy I went with the biggest planter, but yeah, I was just about to mention this, it is a bit hard to drive. Especially if there are tight turns, like this one for instance. But we will, as per usual, have to manage. Okay, I'll unfold this monstrosity and then we will fill it up with seed and fertilizer. And there we have it. It's full of seed, it just needs some liquid fertilizer now. We are all set to start planting. I need to activate the steering assistance, so that's done, and let's start. We are planting corn, ladies and gentlemen. 2025 planting season has just opened. There we go, the first field is almost done, just need to finish up this headland. Oh, that's not good. We already used 70% of our liquid fertilizer, and I only bought 2 pellets of it. Not ideal, so we will definitely run out of it sooner rather than later. But at least we will have a buttload of seed left over, since it doesn't seem to be taking that much of it. We still have some time left in this episode, so I say we also plant this field, and we will leave the big one for next time. Well, that isn't good. If the planter runs out of fertilizer, it won't plant. So luckily, we ran out almost at the end, but I only noticed at the end. So yeah, we didn't manage to plant it all, so I think it would be easier to bring the Fendt over here than to take the planter over to the Fendt. Well, hold that thought, I might have been wrong. Actually, scratch that, I was definitely wrong. The Fendt wasn't any easier. Well, let's fill the planter up again and finish this field. I really am happy I went with the biggest planter, so that at least we will have everything planted fast. Because at first, I wanted to go with the 9-meter one, and that would take us twice as long. Mathematics, am I right? And there we have it. The sunflower farm field is now fully planted with corn. So, let's see. Oh, we will need to apply another layer of fertilizer on these two fields, but at least the big one is already fully fertilized. Apart from some little bits, but otherwise we are doing great. So, I'll take the John Deere across the road and I'll park it on the big field, so that it will be ready for the next episode. The Fendt will need to go back to the farm shop, but not today. For now, it can just be parked behind the fertilizer spreader. The production is doing great, and so are the cows. They are actually 4 months away from giving birth to some baby cows. But other than that, I think we will end today's episode here. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I'm Farmer's Chaos, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.